Hey, everybody. Okay, well, I tried to make this work earlier and it didn't. So I'm going live. I'm going to check and make sure that I am actually live here um, and make sure that I didn't mess up again to um, make sure y'all can hear me. Okay, it looks like yes, maybe yes. Can y'all, if you're watching, say hello to me. Okay, I think it's all good. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. So there's a wonderful guest named Melissa who asked me a question right when I had tech difficulties. I think I like hung up on you, Melissa. So please forgive me. I will answer your question. Hello, Courtney. Oh, good. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, somebody said yes. I'm gonna move my iPad a little closer so I can see your guys' comments better because I can't see if you didn't put your name in. I can't tell who you are. All right, friends. Okay, so let me introduce myself. If you don't know me, my name is Stephanie Richter, and I have been running my Mary Kay business for 32 years and loving it. Now, I always like to say that there's three things that I feel like I did right in my life. The three top things. One, I follow Jesus. Two, I married a wonderful man in Chuck Richter. And three, I started my Mary Kay business. Hello, hello. Oh, it's so great to see you guys on here. Thank you. If you did not give StreamYard permission to use your name, then just put your name in and say, I can see Courtney, but there's a couple other of you that says hi, and a couple that said yes, that you can see me. So tell me who you are and where you're from. I'd love to know where you're from because there's lots of you in this group. And you guys are from all over. And I think it's really fun to see, how far we're reaching as we're growing this group and learning together. So, you guys, I have been running my business for 32 years and I started it 32 years ago in February, 32 years ago for this reason. I think I might have put this quote I can't remember if I put it in the comments or the post, but it's that quote that if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to keep getting what you got. And what I was getting was not ahead is what was happening. I was a special education teacher. My student loans were coming due. I needed to make some extra cash. And I think so often, I mean, even just the other day when I was filling my gas tank and sadly not even filling my gas tank. And I was thinking, you know what? For most families, there's going to be seasons where extra cash is always is necessary at different seasons. And that was one of the seasons in my life where I really could use some extra cash. And of course, back then we didn't have this, we didn't have virtual, we didn't have where you can take such small bites of time in our lives. And if those of you that are raising kids or you have littles or you work full time and it's a very stressful job and you want to add something to your life that brings you joy and also takes care of that need. That's when if you're doing something different, you'll get different results. But if you keep doing those same things, trying to maybe get ahead or trying to fill your gas tank or whatever it is. And I think that this business really does provide that. So when we say it just fits, it really does. It really does just fit. There's so many ways to run this business and it's changed so much over the years. But here's the cool thing, you guys. The coolest thing about this business, I think, is that whatever season of life you're in, it'll adjust and flex for those different seasons. But the core of who Mary Kay is, the integrity, the community, the solidness of the company, a debt-free company, a company that puts their mission first. They really put their mission first. They don't just say that. There's no virtue signaling in Mary Kay. It's the real deal. So what we're going to do tonight is I'm going to share some mascara tips for summer, some summer mascara tips. And Melissa asked me a great question. I will be sure to answer your question, Melissa. So thank you for asking what you asked. And so I'll share those with you. And then we're going to hop on. And there's a real quick, it just fits YouTube event that was streamed last week. But on the Pacific side of the world, it was a little early in the day. So we're going to restream that and watch it together. It's about 14 minutes long. And the two ladies that are going to share with you about their lives are friends of mine. And so I'm really excited for you to get to meet them. I know you'll be inspired. And here's another thing I want to say about stories. Just talking to somebody about the gym at my gym this morning about this. Our stories matter. Your story matters. Everybody has a story. And when we really listen to people's stories, really listen to them, we can find parts that we can connect with. We can learn something. We can be inspired. It can cause us to have a new thought. And so listen with your heart and your mind as these ladies share their Mary Kay journeys. All right. So here we go. We have 5 mascaras. You guys are going to earn. Those of you that are watching as guests, make sure you put your name in here. I'm going to do a 48-hour time zone thing or time here. So what is today? Monday? By Wednesday at 8 o'clock Pacific time, I'll do the drawing. And all the guests that have watched and commented, engaged with me, either via replay, and you can put hashtag replay in your comments, we'll get in a drawing, and I'm going to give you a year's worth of mascara. I'm going to do a drawing, and one of you is going to get that from me. So a year's worth of mascara. So what does that mean? That means 4 mascaras, because every 3 months you need to toss your mascara. Every 3 months, toss it out. I actually put little stickers on the bottom of mine so I know when I actually open them up. So let me tell you some tips, some summertime tips. Summertime tip for mascara is waterproof mascara. Let me give you some tips to use this product. But I'll first share with you real briefly the differences between all of our mascaras. So this is our Lash Intensity Mascara. It's like the va-va voom of mascaras. And you'll be able to tell by how brushes are. The bigger, the beastier, the bristlier the brush, the more it's going to lay product on and give it just a bam. And that's what you're seeing here. This has a reservoir of product. You actually put your thumb on the Mary Kay words on this wand, and that's going to lay it the way it needs to lay. And so that there's a reservoir of product. You will put it right at the base of your lashes and turn that wand, and it will pull the product out over on your lashes. So it is va-va voom, but it's heavier mascara. Those of us with wimpy lashes, cannot wear this mascara. So it's not for everybody. That's why we have a mascara bar for you to choose from. But the other thing too to know about this mascara, if you have long lashes and thick lashes, this is like amazing. It makes me go just like, wow. I don't get jealous of lashes anymore. Just like, I just like, why? So I just go, wow, if only. it'd be awesome. So this is a really great mascara for those of you that like that. Now, if you live in a more moist, humid environment and using a mascara like this, because it is more moist, heavier, so forth, let it dry real well, and then you can put a little waterproof mascara right over the top of it, real gentle, and then do your bottom lashes with waterproof instead of your other mascaras, which I'll share the other ones too. Put waterproof on the bottom, and that will help if you get any like smudgy mudgies down on the bottom. So that's another little tip. These can be used together. You can actually cover or put waterproof mascara over the top of any one of our mascaras. So the difference between our mascaras is the lengthening, thickening, and separating. And that's where the brushes come in. So we have two mascaras called Lash Love. Well, the waterproof is actually called Lash Love too, but this one's called Lash Love Lengthening. And the bristles it has kind of you see that? It almost has like a half moon on the bottom and then flatter on the top. So shorter bristles. And these are not really bristles. I should really call them, they're like pokey. So they're more like, they're a little bit more stiff or rigid. So you really get a lot of like between lashes. It really moves your lashes and separates them so it can get the product on each one of the hairs, which is really that really gives lengthening. So the difference, that other bristle was kind of beefy and it had a lot of product. That's going to really thicken and really lay a lot of product. This one is going to separate the lashes and lay the product on each individual lash. And because of the shape of it, you can really get in there a little bit different. Can you see that? A little bit different shape. So that's the Lash Love Lengthening. The Lash Love regular brush is going to look like this. And so it's bristly all the way around. That's the waterproof one, but it's the same brush for the Lash Love. And so it's when I say bristly, I should say pokey. I don't know how else to describe these. They're like more like little pokey bristles, but not even bristles. What do I want to call them? They're like almost like silicone, and they really separate. They're different than a brush. Okay, and then this is probably one of my top sellers. This is probably my second top seller. Then the next one I'm going to show you is like my top seller. So this is like an hourglass shape brush. It's also the same kind of thing that comb. Thank you. Comb. That's it. They're like combs. They separate. Perfect. So this one, you guys, can you see how it has like those little like spider legs on the ends. Like you can just like get in there, man. You can get in all those little funky little lashes that I can't see because mine are practically clear, and get and darken them up and lengthen them out and separate them out. And you can get right in all of those little lashes all the way around. This is called Fanorama, one of my favorite mascaras. Again, you can use this and you can put waterproof over the top for your summertime. This is our bestseller. This is the Ultimate Mascara. This is the one that comes in black, brown, or black. All the others are black. So this is more of a traditional bristle. That word I keep trying to not use. This is more of a traditional bristle mascara brush. Really super solid. You can be real confident. It's not waterproof. It's water resistant. The Lash Love and Lash Love Lengthening are more water soluble. They're great for more sensitive eyes. So water soluble is good because if it got in your eye, it'll just go, it'll just go away over time. Something that's more waterproof will stick around in there and you'll need to get it out. I know that because I wear contacts and wear waterproof mascara, no problem at all. So really great brush, great product. Okay, so last little tip I'll give you with the Ultimate Mascara is for those of you that struggle with thickening and giving that look of thickening, if you use a liner, a dark liner like a black liner, and you use it right in your lashes, I like to use the the waterproof eyeliner pen, and I get right in my lashes, and then I use the gel over the top. But in your lashes makes them thicker. Then if you use brown black mascara, depending on your skin tone, if you're darker skin tone, then you'd only use black. But if you're my skin tone to maybe medium, you can use brown black, brown black, brown black all over, and then tip the tips, half to the tips with black after it dries, and that will give a thicker look to your more subtle sable-y look to your lashes. So it's kind of an interesting kind of trick. So a year's worth of mascaras that you get to choose. I'll do the drawing, and you can choose whichever ones you want. You can mix it up if you want to. So how cool is that? All right, are you guys ready to watch my friends share? You're gonna love it, I promise. So this was something that Mary Kay did last week on a YouTube event, and I'm gonna restream it with my friends Tanya and Katrina Harris. So here we go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mary Kay US YouTube channel. My name is Christina Reed, Senior Manager of Salesforce Education at Mary Kay, and I'm so excited that you're watching. Today, you'll hear from two amazing independent Salesforce leaders who will share their Mary Kay journeys and why they love their Mary Kay businesses. Let's get started and hear from our first guest. She is Independent Executive Senior Sales Director, Tanya Kremkes.
Hey, everybody. Oh, I feel so very blessed that I get to share with you today. When I started my Mary Kay journey, I was married with a 6-month-old baby and working retail. My sister asked me to come to a Mary Kay party, and because I knew she couldn't cook, I decided that I would volunteer to bring the dessert. I didn't know what Mary Kay was or who she was, but when I walked in the door, this gorgeous consultant was standing there. She was vibrant and excited and just made you feel good the minute you sit down. I told her that I didn't wear cosmetics because I broke out from everything, but I wanted to support my sister, so I would try the products. And I tried to break out, but guess what? I didn't. As I watched her go through the class, she was so gracious, and I fell in love with the product. But even more, I fell in love with the idea of being around people who were positive and upbeat. Every time I was in my consultant space, I would just feel so uplifted and hopeful. And you know what? I wanted to be her friend. She called and asked me if she could come share the Mary Kay story with me and share some facts about this company that she was so excited about. I told her that would be fine, but I absolutely would not be interested in doing what she was doing. I didn't tell her that I was frustrated and that I was looking and praying for a better opportunity that would allow me the flexibility to spend more time with my baby. So she came over and we sat down and she said, I know you might have some preconceived ideas, Tanya, of what a Mary Kay consultant is and what they do. She asked me if I could have an open mind. And I thought, well, of course, I can have an open mind, even though I kept thinking, I'm not going to do this. The more she talked, the more everything she said aligned with things that were important to me. She told me about the flexibility, the fun, the community, and the ability to prioritize the things that were important in my life, like faith and family. She just hit my hot button, flexibility and freedom of choice. At this point, I really did want to hear more. She shared with me that Mary Kay believed that we should be able to put our faith first, our family second, and our career third, because in that order, everything works, and out of that order, nothing works. Mary Kay based this company on the golden rule, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Well, I did not see that in my retail sales job, but I thought, wouldn't that be great if you could do that? When she shared that there were no sales territories, little did I know that I would move 17 times and that this would be an absolutely important part of this business for me. I would not have to give up anything that I had built up to the time that I would move. It was a business that could all go with me. And the fact that I am eligible to earn a 50% profit on everything I sell at suggested retail didn't sound too bad either. I did tell my consultant that I would probably quit in 3 months because I got bored with things easily. And I just asked her not to call me. I thought she might push me, but after 2 weeks, I realized she was going to honor my request. I really did want to learn from her and get to know her better. So I gave her permission to call. You see, in this business, you're in it for yourself, but not by yourself. And anything that I would ever need to know or would have a question about, I only had to call her or the company. Here I am, 50 years later, still loving the decision I made to start my Mary Kay business. And here is a picture of Mary Kay Ash talking to our youngest daughter. My husband overheard the conversation, and Mary Kay Ash said to her, "You are such a precious little girl, and you can do anything that you put your mind to do." As little as my daughter was, she's never forgotten that moment. And she also made running a Mary Kay business a choice in her life. When I started my Mary Kay business, I had a 6-month-old baby. Now my husband and I have 6 children and 14 grandchildren. And running a Mary Kay business has become a wonderful part of life for all of us. A Mary Kay business can give you flexibility, however that looks for you, and helps you sell products you can believe in. There is always wonderful and new skincare or beauty products to offer my customers. And I'm not just talking about products women love, I'm talking products women want and need. Mary Kay products are made with the highest quality ingredients and are extensively researched. And you'll find products that deliver real results, like the new Mary Kay Instant Puffiness Reducer. This at-home solution is clinically shown to instantly reduce the look of puffiness under the eyes, and the effect lasts up to 6 hours. It's great to use for a special occasion, or you can talk to your independent beauty consultant about how to add it to your skincare routine. The new Mary Kay Instant Puffiness Reducer is yet another product that gives a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant the chance to find a consumer need and fill it. And of course, look great while you're doing it. It's not magic, it's science. Watch this next video and see for yourself.
Watch under eye bags fade in an instant. Introducing Mary Kay Instant Puffiness Reducer. Clinically shown to instantly reduce the look of puffiness and visibly smooth and lift the under eye area for up to 6 hours. Magic? No. Science? Yes. Mary Kay Instant Puffiness Reducer. Available through your Mary Kay Independent Beauty Consultant.
Thank you so much, Tanya, for sharing your story and how Mary Kay just fits into your life. Now it's time to hear from the amazing independent national sales director, Katrina Harris Earl.
Hey there, I'm Katrina Harris Earl, and I am so honored to be an independent national sales director with this super cool company. I live primarily in Brentwood, California, where I'm sitting now in the San Francisco Bay Area, and part-time in the really cool city of Chicago with my husband, Anthony, my mom, who is also in Mary Kay, and my fur baby, who's right at my feet, Max. One of the best life decisions I made was saying yes to Mary Kay. Almost 31 years ago, one of the best decisions of my entire life. It just fit then, and it really just fits now. I never in a million years thought I would be an entrepreneur. With a college degree in economics and political analysis from a private women's college here in California, I was running a nonprofit job training program for the mayor's office in Oakland, California. In addition to my full-time gig, I was also pursuing a master's degree at the University of Southern California in an intensive master's degree program that allowed me to attend college 4 days a month, and the rest of it was virtual. Way back then, what a concept, virtual. Busy was my middle name. In between work and the university life, you would find me working in ministry and working with a political campaign. Life was crazy, to say the least. But crazy good, yes. But I had a real need, a need for a little extra cash. Neither Mary or Kay was in my mind. A, I had no time, who can relate? And B, I wasn't into sales, like not at all. C, my makeup and skincare was not at the top of my list of a priority. Well, they say never, right? Tammy was a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and she came to my job to introduce the young ladies that I mentored in the program that I was running, and we helped prepare them to go into the job market to be interviewed. I wanted to volunteer. I wanted someone to come in and volunteer to help teach the importance of image. Tammy was the woman. She was the right person. She was young, hot, and poppin'. She was so pretty, a super sharp college graduate, newly married, and starting a family. And here she was in Mary Kay. After trying the product, I wanted it all, like everything. I got the products, of course, that fit into my budget at the time. And then she shared with me how this could be the answer, a little bit of extra cash. The opportunity to earn 50% profit on everything I sold at a suggested retail were the magic words that I wanted to hear. I needed to hear this to help me make my decision at that time in my life. It was so important. Well, there I was, 24 years old, and I made the decision to join her team and start my own Mary Kay business. It just fit. I began my love affair with Mary Kay on February 14th, 1991. Immediately, I started selling and was really appreciating that 50% profit potential. I definitely still appreciate it today. But what I have grown to love most, in addition to being my own boss and mentoring others to do the same, is the person that I've become in the process of running my Mary Kay business over these last 30 plus years. And the women I've been able to work with. When my mother was diagnosed with breast cancer and she elected to do a non-traditional holistic treatment in Dallas, Texas, a friend and Mary Kay's sister gave us keys to her home. Can you believe that? Keys to her home to stay during those treatments in Dallas. There is nothing like the sisterhood that Mary Kay provides. Mary Kay independent beauty consultants care about one another, their customers, and helping other women. Nothing beats the encouragement and empowerment you receive from other women just like you. I have been so blessed to be mentored by some of the best in Mary Kay and to support many women setting goals and slaying them. Boy, does that feel good. So why choose to start a Mary Kay business? Well, let me list a few of my very favorite reasons. It was started by a woman for women. Mary Kay has been empowering women for decades, working with the core values that I love: faith first, family second, career third. You can choose how much time you put in and how involved you want to be. I was single when I started and I prayed for a man and the Lord sent me my daddy. Okay, true sense of humor. After being downsized from his job, my father moved back to California with me. He was very instrumental in helping me behind the scenes as I worked and built my Mary Kay business. Mary Kay really became a business the entire family can love. Our customers, our sister consultants and directors truly do become like family. We share Mary Kay. We share it big in Mary Kay. It started with our founder, Mary Kay Ash. This culture is unique. I am so grateful to my business for so many reasons, but the biggest one is named Anthony. He is my husband. And can you believe we met and married when I was 45, which is not that unusual for some women, but his cousin and I met in Dallas the same day that I met Mary Kay Ash, the woman, my husband. Came from Mary Kay 21 years later, y'all. She introduced me to Anthony and we were married. The flexibility of this business allows me to work and travel with him for ministry. Have there been ups and downs as an entrepreneur? Yes. Have they strengthened me along the way? Yes. I wouldn't trade it for anything else. I love my business and it loves me back. It really does just fit. So in closing, I want you to answer this quick question and write down your answer. I want you to pick A, B, or C. Could this opportunity fit into your life? A means absolutely, I am interested, and with your help, I'm willing to try. B, that one means book me for a second appointment. I have questions and I would love to talk to you more. And C, that means it could be for me, maybe down the road. Until then, I would love to be your customer. If you are all in and want to start a Mary Kay business right now, Mary Kay has very flexible startup options that fit your needs. You can choose the Mary Kay Starter Kit or start your Mary Kay business digitally with the Mary Kay eStart. And you have the option to add a powerful sample pack. The choice is yours. If you want to learn more about these options, click the link below in the description. If you think Mary Kay is for you, reach out to your independent beauty consultant that invited you here today and click the link below to learn more about the Mary Kay opportunity. Thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye.
What'd you think? Did you enjoy that? Aren't they wonderful? You know, the women that you meet in this Mary Kay business are some of the most authentic and sincere women with hearts of gold. You saw me, I typed in that Tanya has a heart of gold. And she was up here actually in March for a convention that we did up here. And Katrina and I go way back. She started her business 31 years ago. The same month I started mine, 31. She was 31. I was 32 years ago. And we shared an assistant for many years back. I don't know how many years ago, a few decades ago, that we shared an assistant. So anyways, you guys, the relationships and the people that you see within this Facebook group that you're watching, where you're watching me, the consultants that are here are real women with real stories that are using their Mary Kay business to either solve a challenge in their life, or it's a tool that can be used in your life for whatever it is that you need during that season. Maybe you need some friendships. Maybe it's that you really do want to work for a company that makes a difference. You guys learn about this company and you will be so amazed at what really behind the scenes we do. And learn about Mary Kay herself. You'll be so inspired. And your consultant can help you with that. It also gives the freedom and flexibility to be you and never anybody else. I think that, you know, through my Mary Kay business, and Katrina said this, the person who I've become. And when I was just teaching this to my consultants a minute ago talking about this to my consultants a minute ago on a Zoom, that when we do something in our life that causes us to step out of our comfort zone, something that is really different, that causes us to have different thoughts, makes our palms sweat, makes our heart race a little bit, that's good, because that's this place that we get to become bolder, braver, stronger, more courageous, more determined, have more tenacity, all of those character traits that if you're a mom, that's what you want your kids to have. And speaking of that, Tanya, 50 years, and now her daughter is a Mary Kay consultant. How many people do you know that love what they do for 50 years? And how many people do you know that would want their daughter to do what they do? Like, come do what I do. That doesn't happen very often. That says a lot, doesn't it? So I was just looking at my notes here really quick, that the other thing that Katrina said that I just love is that this business was created by a woman during a time in the 1960s when women's lives were changing so much. And she knew that, and she knew that women had so much to offer the business world. And she created this company where we could really, truly keep our life in the priorities that are important to us. Mary Kay is a woman way before her time. And I'm grateful I got a chance to meet her before she passed away. Our company is still owned by her family as privately owned and always will be. So please share in the comments the things that you enjoyed, the things that you learned from watching this. Maybe you learned something about mascaras. And I will be going through the comments in the next 48 hours. So Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific, I will go through all the comments and pull out all the guests. So make sure that if you're watching this as a guest, that you put your name in and who your consultant is, so I know that you're a guest. And I will do a drawing to see who's going to win mascara for a year. I know. I'm excited for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed yourself and were inspired like